Hey guys, welcome back to another day on planet Earth. In this episode, we're looking at a Justin Bieber album. I've done this before, I'll link it in the description, but today we're looking at the album Justice, specifically the Triple Chucks Deluxe version. Here we go. Justice was already a long album. They didn't need to make a deluxe version. The album had 16 tracks. One of them was an interlude, the Martin Luther King Jr. interlude, which is taken so horribly out of context. And, it's Martin Luther King Jr. talking about like racial injustice, and Justin Bieber relates it to the struggles he has as a celebrity and the, perils of his relationship status, which is actually positive. The whole album, kind of like the album that came before it, I don't remember the name. Changes. It had intentions on it. I don't remember the name of that album. It's like an R&B album. The lyrical content of this album is pretty much the same as that. It's basically all of the songs are about Justin Bieber's relationship with his wife, and yeah. Anyway, this album, lyrically, like I said, all the songs are about one thing, and you could think, oh, that's going to get kind of stale, that's going to get kind of boring. Well, fortunately, Justin Bieber brings features to the track list, especially in the deluxe version. But you got Khalid on As I Am, who does okay on the song. As I Am is one of the better tracks on the album. It stands out musically. Holy has Chance the Rapper, and it's a terrible song. This one especially lyrically just bothers me. People have done this before where they equate a romantic relationship to like a spiritual experience or like a holy experience or whatever. And it's just kind of a lame gimmick that's been done before, and in my opinion, just kind of not good. Like, come on, guys. Like, there's better ways to communicate your love for someone other than being like using all the symbolism of it being like a religious experience, but this is doing that in the most bland way possible. The best feature on the album, or one of the best features on the album, is the Kid Laroi on Unstable. Guys, I have never heard the Kid Laroi go so hard on a song, and I think he isn't a very good artist, but he can do very good vocal performances from time to time, and this is probably the best one I have heard by him. It is so good. Guys, he goes so hard. Like, you feel his verse, like the lyrics, and like he's just going at it. And good job for him. Dominic Fike, one of the least interesting artists that people think is interesting, is on the song Die For You, and it's a lame song, and he's really lame on the song. It's not good. Peaches has Daniel Caesar and Giveon, I think, and they do a good job. Peaches is a fun song. Love You Different has Beam. That's a terrible song. There's also the songs Anyone and Lonely, which are both boring and not very interesting. And then you get into the deluxe tracks, and there's There She Go with Lil Uzi Vert. And Lil Uzi Vert gives one of the most awkward performances I've ever heard from him. And honestly, one of the most awkward features ever, because it's not a rap song. It's not even a pop song that resembles a rap song. It's just a pop song. And a fairly unremarkable one at that. And Lil Uzi just does his thing. And that just sounds really weird on the song. He has some really weird bars, which I'm not remembering off the top of my head at the moment, but they're weird. There's I Can't Be Myself, with features Jaden, Jaden Smith, the son of Will Smith. And that is definitely one of the better tracks, easily one of the better tracks in the deluxe portion of the album, which includes 6 songs, 6 new tracks, giving the album a total of 22 tracks. One of those is an interlude, the MLK interlude. But this one, it's a solid tune, but Jaden doesn't bring much to the track, unfortunately. He doesn't do a great job. The next 3 tracks that follow are so boring and continue in this trend of totally random and totally not fitting rap features that do not make any sense in the context of the song, because the rappers just kind of do their thing on songs where they're not rap songs. Like the next 3 songs are Lifetime, which doesn't actually have a feature, but it's really boring. Wish You Would with Quavo, who sounds terrible, and the one with DaBaby, no better, and he says some funny bars on his, but funny in the most awkward way possible. So like, you know, not great. And then you got this song with Tori Kelly, Name, which, not gonna lie, when I hit this one in the track list, I feel like my Apple Music autoplay just played a completely different song that's not on the album, because it doesn't sound like the rest of the songs on the album. It's really good. It's a really good song, guys. This one and the one with Jaden, I Can't Be Myself, are really the only worthwhile tracks in the whole deluxe version. The deluxe edition of this album is worse than the original album because it adds some of the worst tracks on the whole thing. Deluxe version of this is not a recommend for me. As for highlights, you do have some great pop moments on this album, meaning like moments you'd expect from pop music that are done well. I'm talking about the hook on Deserve You. I'm talking about As I Am, which gives me strong John Bellion vibes. I wouldn't be surprised if he had his hand in the production, even though I don't know if he does that anymore, produce for other artists. And then Off My Face is also fine. I think it is. Let me listen to it again. Off My Face is one of the better slow songs. You know, it's got some sensual lyrics, but also feels like it's coming from a heartfelt place, because Justin Bieber is kind of a good singer. He's kind of a good singer. I don't care a ton about vocals. Like, I care a lot more about lyricism and good music. But he sounds good on this song, and his flow is good on this song, even though the instrumental isn't super interesting. I like his performance on this track. And Justin Bieber isn't awful. I don't hate Justin Bieber. But this is oftentimes just not a very good album. The lyrical content is boring and totally uninteresting, totally unoriginal. And then that just makes this for bland tracks. And like, when Justin Bieber's not super interesting, there's also just some songs that musically are kind of bland, even though some songs musically are all right. Like I said, Deserve You, As I Am. Unstable goes over pretty well. Peaches is fun until you've heard it 1,000 times. But, guys, I don't care. This album doesn't really make a convincing statement for why it exists. There's nothing on here that's really amazing. Nothing on here that's worth coming back to again and again. There's just nothing. Even the Doja Cat album, man. Even that, which I'll link in the description. I reviewed that album. The Doja Cat album, vocally and musically, is more interesting and more enjoyable than this. This is just, there's some good stuff, and a lot of it is just very blah. The lyrical content doesn't help. Justice, the Triple Chucks deluxe version especially, not great. I'm gonna give it a 2.5 star rating out of 5. I could have been a lot more harsh. Yeah, I think I'm being kind of generous with the 2.5, but I don't hate Justin Bieber, man. It's honestly not intolerable. It's not something that I can't stand listening to. I've listened to this album so much in preparation for this review, and guys, it's not killing my brain. Like, I can listen to it. It's not actively harmful. If I'm giving something like a 2 out of 5, it's going to be something that I actively hate. But, yeah. As for the Grammys, the odds of this winning, pretty much 0. I mean, it's like, I'll give it like a 2%, 3% chance. But critics don't care for this. It just has like 2 popular songs, or, you know, Peaches is popular, and then Ghost, I think, is getting popular now, which is such a bland song. And then Lonely, I think, was a hit when it came out, which is just annoying, frankly. The vocals on that one are annoying. I should have talked about how annoying that song is, but I didn't. It is boring, too. Guys, sorry. If you're a Justin Bieber fan, I apologize. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great rest of your day.